if I could find success with Jay, then you definitely can. If you're from the industry, you've got that head start over me. Absolutely no business being in this industry has been able to be successful and hasn't really had to be stressed or worry about loss. If I can do it, then you definitely can.
Sabs isn't even a barber, but he brought me on board to help him launch his first investment, a brand new barbershop with no clients and just 2 barbers. Fast forward 90 days, and we've got 6 barbers, a $30,000 a month business, and the best part is it's still growing. This journey has been nothing short of incredible, and today I'm breaking down exactly how we help the big man down under see a return on his investment in record time. Let's dive in. All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. And today I've got a very special client with me, Sabs, all the way down from Australia, from the Gold Coast. Sabs actually isn't a barber. He's a business investor. Approached me, and now he's opened up a very successful barbershop called Wise Guys Barbershop. We'll drop the link down in the comment. Great to have you on the channel here, bruv. And as always, looking forward to diving into your story today. How you doing, man?
Yeah, good mate. Good to be here. Happy to be involved.
I want to start by highlighting the starting point of our time together. Just wanted to know, like, what was the biggest struggle you were facing when looking at investing in a shop? And do you want to tell people a little bit about the beginning of your story, where you come from, and what's been happening with your barber journey so far?
Yeah, sure. So, obviously, as you mentioned, I'm not from the barber industry myself. I've got a full-time job. I work in the Defense Force, but creating a second income or operating a business was something that my wife and I had talked about for a long while. We'd been researching the barber industry for probably a good couple of years. Came across a good opportunity that we were happy to invest into. We were also lucky that we had a relationship with a couple barbers that were happy to make that step into a new store as well. The thing that I was always conscious about was not being from the industry. How could I educate myself about the industry in the best way possible? Obviously, I could have taken a risk and just gone cold turkey and jumped into it. But then I did come across a lot of your social media posts, your Instagram, and a lot of the videos and content, educational stuff that you're putting out really seemed like it was tailored for someone like me as well, who could get that sort of level zero knowledge and step-by-step guidance and assistance all the way. So yeah, your content that you put out really resonated with me from the start, and that's sort of what pushed me to get in contact.
Awesome, man. Really appreciate you sharing that, bro. So you started off, obviously, you're in corporate business. You're not inside the barber industry. You're not in the barber game. You decided to make an investment, and opportunities come across your table. You've had it. You got, like you said, you were lucky enough to have a relationship with a couple of barbers, I think, who were cutting your hair already. You've pitched them the opportunity, and then you've jumped into buying a barber shop. What was it? You said now that the content and stuff, but what was it that made you decide to join my program specifically? Like, why, what made you say, fuck it, man, enough is enough, I need to join this program, it looks like this guy's the man we need?
Yeah, so a couple of things. Firstly, from your education, you had obviously been there and done that. So that really was the first tick for me that, hey, I could learn from someone who's gone through these processes themselves. Obviously, there's a lot out there of people that are looking to sell you stuff, but you don't really know that they've been in your position. I think it really helps when you're looking to get guidance. You can get guidance from someone who has literally taken the steps that you're looking to take. You were very genuine with all of our interactions, and that's something that obviously was important to me as well. And you didn't really pressure me at any point to get into the relationship. You always left it up to me, which was also refreshing. Basically, all the vibes that I got from you and our discussions from the start, just I didn't really have any doubts. So it was an easy decision from my end to jump into it. I could see the benefit from the start.
I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, like really taking on board everything you say. It's great feedback for me as well to hear that from you. It's the first time I've actually had this discussion. You know, we've always been locked in the business and just working on the business, which has been great. I'm excited to hear the results. Was there any moment like when you did hesitate? Like, did you ever think, what's going through your mind on the first call that we jumped on? Or was it just like you kind of knew straight away off the bat that, you know, we got some incredible results that we're about to share, but you know, what was it in the beginning for you?
So I think for myself personally, there wasn't really a stage that I was hesitant. I came into it knowing that I needed the education and needed the assistance. I think in one of our first or second calls, I think I said yes before I knew the package that you actually offered and what the commitment was from on my end. So I was pretty clear-minded from the start that I definitely did want and need the guidance, the assistance, and the care from someone else. So for me, it was a pretty easy decision. I didn't really hesitate too much with it.
Cool, cool. So like we jumped straight in pretty much because like I remember you approached me and you're like, Jay, I bought this business. I've got a couple of barbers. I want to scale it. I want to make a lot of money. I want to hire you. Now we jumped straight in and we set up with a game plan. What was the one thing for you moving on to like key lessons and transformative moments? What was the one game changing strategy or lesson or element for you from me or my training that turned things around for you to go, fuck, you know what? We're going to win here.
Yeah. So for me, it was the fact that you weren't just offering, hey, I can build your social media presence or I can make you. I think one of the things you said is that you weren't interested with the Insta fame or the social media fame. And it was about really creating those building blocks in the business that would make it viable and scale long term. The thing that really hit with me or that I really enjoyed about the start process is that you offered a full package where you could help me every step of the way. That support, you were pretty open with how available you were to contact and what level of support you could provide. So when I heard those things from you, it just felt like the perfect package on our end. That was exactly what I needed as someone who was not from the industry, that step-by-step guidance, because I was very keen as being someone who's from outside of the industry to get as much knowledge about the industry as if I had been working in that. And for me, the best way to get that was from someone who was in the industry and was really dedicated to my success rather than just looking to sell me something.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. I get that, man. And I appreciate that again. Now, tell me about a moment like when you realized and felt, shit, this is actually working. Like, you know, obviously, so we're through the hire process, we've jumped in. Um, I know a lot of barbers who have been in programs and non-barbers, been in other programs and just sort of signed up to a course and then just got like a PDF and said, hey, listen, there's a call once a week with a group of people. And that's all pretty much all they get. What was the moment for you when you realized and you felt like, shit, this is actually going to work, man? Like, there's more. Let me put it in a different way. Let me frame it a different way. Did you, when you joined the program, have you got what you expected? Have you got under delivered or over delivered? Like, what about on the delivery terms of things?
Yeah, so I've always been impressed and surprised by the level of delivery that you've got, as well as the big thing was the accountability or the standards that you held me to. It wasn't just a matter of, hey, here's this program, go out and learn it, and you're on your own. You kept checking in with me as to where I was in the steps that we had agreed to on the previous contact. So I remember we started putting things into place with social media and campaigns probably about 2 to 3 weeks before we took over the business. Probably a week out from us taking it over, I could already see clients signing up and following or adhering to the steps that you said would work. So that for me straight away took away that pressure of, shit, you're getting into a new business. Is it going to work? Is it going to fail? Especially not knowing the industry. I had that assurance and confidence from the start that, hey, these processes are already working. From there onwards, I think we took over at the end of June. Every single week since then, we've been in the green and we've been hitting growth levels from there. So each time we sit down on a Sunday night and look at how the shop's been going for the week, and each time we'd go to do the pays to our barbers on the Sunday night, we'd get that feeling and we'd get that confirmation that, hey, this definitely is working, because we've never had to reach into our pocket or we've never had to say, hey, we've been running in loss this week. So yeah, every step of the way, every week we've been getting that confirmation.
That's sick, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Just let's transition. Let's keep rolling with that now. Let's talk about some tangible results and metrics. So hit us with some numbers. I know for a fact, I think it was day 19 of the shop that you've just bought. It was an older shop that wasn't in the best condition. You've come in, we've put a system in place. We've got a couple of barbers in the team. And then I think you messaged me on day 19, something ridiculous. But I mean, what did we do in the first month, if you don't mind sharing that, just to see what we did?
Yes. So I think within the first 19 days, we hit about 15K Australian dollars. The first month would have been over 20K, and every month since then, I think the second month was 26K, and every month it's been above 23, 24K. I think this month is tracking to get about that 30K mark.
Yeah, and that's fucking sick, bro. Like, just from a business investor, I invest in businesses myself outside of this barbershop stuff. So to get an ROI almost immediately, like you said, taking away that that negative feeling of, is this going to work? Because before we've even opened the doors to the public, we've got a calendar set up and almost fully booked with the barbers that we've got. That is a great feeling when you make an investment. I know that for sure. 'Cause sometimes people take 12 months to get a return in investment, and there's stupid fucking shit out there saying, oh, if you start a business, the first year you lose money, the second year you break even, and the third year you make money. We went and fucking smashed it straight away. That's not all down to me, to be honest. And I have to take my hat off, because you're saying to me here, like, this is all on me, but actually, bro, it's all on you, because you've done an absolutely fantastic job of like trusting me, which is a huge thing, trusting the process and doing the work and getting everybody in line. So, but to me, bro, I don't want to take all the credit. I really, truly believe this is like a you and me partnership, investment that we've made together. And I've been very proud of you as a coach, and, getting involved with, the business, the boys, in the shop. That now 30K a month's crazy, and you've only been open 5 months, and you're doing 20 to 30K every single month. That's just incredible. Like, almost unheard of, to be honest, for a brand new business that didn't have anybody inside of it. Let's talk more about those numbers. So you started off with, I think it was 2 barbers, a guy and his brother, right?
Yeah.
What are we at now? Where we're at now?
So we've currently got 5 barbers on board that are all looking to work full time, and we're in discussions with the 6th to come on prior to that Christmas period.
Wow, that's insane. Just so you know how incredible that is, bro. Like, I have 300 DMs a day, and 200 of them are telling me they need help to hire a team. They've been trying for years. So what you've actually been able to achieve, or what we've been able to achieve together, of going from a completely brand new barbershop with just 2 barbers, and then in the space of 5 months, every single month being in the green, and being able to hire a full team of 6 barbers. Actually, what's even more incredible, which you didn't mention, when we opened the shop, it only had four chairs, bro. And we fucking 3 months into the business, because we were making good money, we've reinvested it and opened up 2 more chairs. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So we still have these moments where we're like, hey, pinch me, is this real, or have we been really going this well? Because we only actually had 3 chairs when we started. We had, prior to taking over this business, we already had a family holiday booked, which was for the end of August. So we didn't really have a goal, but as we did well and we sort of hit the targets that we both set together, at home, we created a goal of looking to refit out the business, or refit out the store, so that we could include another 3 chairs, putting it up to 6. We were actually able to do that by the end of August, so 2 months into operating the business. And we actually, we didn't dip into our pocket at all for that. We paid for that solely from the profits in the first 2 months of the business.
That's insane. That's incredible.
So I think the only thing different that I did, or what the difference in the relationship was from a coach and client perspective, is that you offered assistance every step of the way. I've seen a lot of other packages out there, or even in different industries, where people just sell you a program that you have to go and study and you implement it yourself. However, with you, you've always offered that support as to whether it's just editing Instagram videos, you've offered to provide support and help there. I'm not the most social media or tech savvy person, so there's been a lot of times that you've provided assistance with getting videos done, adding audio or adding captions to it. So it was more along the lines of, you have provided support for every step of that business initiation phase, as well as the business growth phase. And then myself from there, I got a lot of confidence in the relationship from there. So I'm one of those people that if I have confidence in a relationship, or I have confidence in a teacher or a coach, I'm happy to back what they're saying 100% of the way, and basically just follow whatever they're telling me to do.
Yeah, love that, man. And not to blow my own trumpet, but I think every single decision that we've made, like we've had such a smooth run because every time you've come to me with something and I've given you a solution, like literally every time that's worked. And like, I'm not just saying that to blow up like this interview, but generally how we've been so successful is just, I feel, yeah, there is a process and there is a blueprint, but I just think like the professional, respectful relationship we've had throughout this process has been a huge contributing factor to that we've got on well. And, you know, I've done my part as a coach, but you've also done your part as a client, because sometimes, you know, we hire people inside of the program and they don't do the work that's required. So I think that was like an emulsification of both of us putting in 100% and we've got fucking 200% out.
Yeah, 100%. From my end, like with any business or any task that you undertake, there are things that come up. They go, oh shit, how do I deal with this? Or what am I going to do about this? But because I knew I had you in the background or behind the scenes, anything that did come up, I knew I could go, hey, this is something that I can speak to Jay about, or this is something that I can get Jay's advice. And I was confident that you would have an answer for me that would work. So it's taken away a lot of that stress of when you jump in the deep end with a new business. I haven't ever really felt that stress because I knew I had your support and your guidance there for me anytime that I really needed to ask a question.
That's very interesting. Now, have you got a particular time as an example? Like, was there a time when you was like, shit, like I don't know what to do here, I'm in deep, and then you've come to me and then we've resolved it?
Yeah, so we went through a stage where we wanted to expand in terms of the number of barbers that we had on, but didn't really know, hey, should we hire a barber now and then scale the business, or should we scale the business to the point where we couldn't service those clients and then look at hiring barbers? And then me not knowing the industry or not being from the industry, I sort of thought to myself, shit, what happens if we scale the business and then look for barbers, but then we can't find barbers? But then with your sort of marketing and scaling advice, we decided to jump into it at the same time, how you scale the business as well as concurrently looking for barbers. And then I think we got kind of lucky whilst we were scaling that business and bringing new clients in via Instagram. We actually had our fourth and fifth barbers contact us looking for employment rather than us actually having to go out and look for barbers. So we were pretty lucky there. Every barber that we've hired has actually come to us looking to come on board.
Yeah, be careful what you're saying, because we'll have to start charging people for the secrets, man. All right, bro, sweet. Now on the back end, let's like move away from money and like more into personal growth. I know that you're in personal growth. We've had a couple of conversations about it. How has this program changed you just beyond making money? Is there any is there any mindset shifts that you've had, or do you feel like you've operated differently? Has it motivated you joining this program? Like, and maybe it hasn't, yeah, but in your own words, what would that look like for you?
Yeah. So the thing that I've really taken away as a life lesson from this is not only if you own a barber store or if you are looking to do any business as such, the success really comes down to how disciplined you are with the process and how disciplined you are with adhering to things that you've committed to. So I'll notice even stepping away from the barber store, if we're busy at work for a week or I'm busy with the family and stuff, I have an automatic click inside my head that goes, hey, you, for the last couple of days, you haven't really adhered to the processes as well, or you haven't followed your discipline as well. So yeah, you have really, and our relationship has really taught me that anything that you do in life, if you do want that success or you do want things to go according to plan, then you really need to be disciplined, not necessarily focusing on the end goal being a monetary value or whatever it is. If you're in the gym being a, hey, this weight or I've done this, it's more about, hey, just focus on the processes, focus on the steps, and then the results really take care of themselves.
Yeah, that kind of like that's amazing to hear that, because my next question, you've just literally answered it, was I was going to ask you, what's the biggest difference in how you operated before to how you operate now? And it sounds like you just get shit done now.
Yeah. So I think it's really easy to be overawed or to feel daunted by if you've got a big task ahead of you. But we've always managed to break it down into little steps, actionable steps, whether it's each week or over a day or over a month. So that's really the difference now in how I operate. I break things down into smaller steps. If I've got a problem there, what do I need to do to solve this problem? Is there 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps, and just bang them out one by one. In the end, you don't actually spend much time thinking about what the end goal is. All you're focused on is the steps that you need to take to get that done.
Yeah, love that, bro. Yeah, love that. That's a free piece of game right there for anyone who's watching this. So when you got a big task or problem or challenge, break it down into smaller chunks and then just work on those smaller things. I love that, man.
Yeah, 100%. And from my end, because we did have that good working relationship and I had that trust in everything that you were teaching me, I sort of knew, hey, all I have to do on my end is just bang out this step, then bang out this task, bang out this next step. And then if I followed what you taught me, that I knew those results would come.
Yeah, sick. Love that, man. Yeah, love that. Bro, it's been absolutely amazing chatting to you today. Just some final thoughts. And if someone's sat on the fence watching this, maybe someone who's either in the barber game or not in the barber game and thinking about doing this program and working together, what would you tell them in your own words? Like, don't sugarcoat it. I'm not paid you any money to big me up here. Just, I mean, if there's something that you don't want to say, then say it. Do you know what I mean? Just get it out and just tell the
Yeah.
truth, man.
Cool. So the first thing that I'd say, anyone that's looking to is for coaching or looking for education, if you come across Jay, I'm someone who came from a total 0 point in terms of educational knowledge about the industry. If I could find success with Jay, then you definitely can. If you're from the industry, you've got that head start over me. That's testament to your assistance, your guidance, and your program that just works. That if someone who had absolutely no business being in this industry has been able to be successful and hasn't really had to be stressed or worry about loss, if I can do it, then you definitely can. A big thing as well is you're going to get someone that keeps you accountable as well. So as long as you can stay disciplined to that, then this definitely is the right fit for you.
Cool. And I always ask my clients at the end of this, because I'm always looking for, this is more of a feedback for me and to understand my faults. If there was one thing that I could do better to help you and serve you better at the highest level, what would it be that I haven't done already?
Aside from coming and working in my shop, I really haven't seen anything that I've, to be honest, and this is not sugarcoating yet, there's never been a stage where I've been like, hey, Jay could have done this more for me, or I really wish that he would be more dedicated. On the flip side, there's been stages where I've been like, hey, there's more that I need to do in this relationship, or I haven't really given it the time. Outside that, honestly, I couldn't give you an answer as to what you could do more other than being closer to me physically so that I could actually pick your brains all the time.
No, I love that. Thank you, bro. That's really humbling for me to hear that. So thank you very much. Sabs, thanks for keeping it real, bruv. Love being a part of your journey and the challenges that you faced so far. Thanks for being a great client and working together. You've been one of the most successful people in the program. For those of you who are watching, if you're ready to stop playing small games and actually build a 6-figure business, just like my man Sabs here, you can book a call on the link down below. Jump on the call. We'll find out where you are, where you want to be, and then see what's holding you back and see if we can help you like we had done with Sabsi. You don't even have to be from the industry. You can be from outside and looking to invest. Let's make it happen. If you don't want to do that, at least drop me a subscribe here on YouTube for more success stories like these. Sabs, been great having you on the channel today. Thank you very much, bro.
Cheers, bro. Pleasure.